I am Daniel Madison. These are the Black Magic Acolytes. These are all GAF playing cards that I've been creating, developing, working on throughout my entire career. You ever seen that card trick where the magician takes the 4 of spades and he pulls the pips all into one corner of the card? Then that card can be handed out and kept by the participant as some kind of ridiculous, impossible object. You ever seen that shit? How about the one with the 10 of diamonds where the magician takes it and he shakes the card?
Hello, this is another fairly cool trick. Turn over the card, it's 10 of diamonds, just give it a rub. Let's go. And then all the pips are falling down. That's not very good, is it?
Those tricks and those kind of tricks are a disgrace to magic. They're offensive to the Magic Manifesto, and magicians who perform that kind of trick, how can we expect our audience, our participants to believe that magic is real when we have dickheads doing those kind of tricks and saying, trust me, magic is real, look, I'll show you, watch the diamonds, they all fall to the bottom. Are you serious? And I'm having a creative session right now to decide which ones make it into the final Black Magic Acolytes GAF deck. So I thought I'd share a few of these with you. So these are address labels. So you would stick this to an envelope or the side of a box and they would turn out to be the signed playing card. The Poker Lesson GAF card, these are from Mad Monty. We have, these are for Pseudo Senate Deal. You see that that happened a few years ago. It's like a petition to try and make magic accepted, perceived, and respected as an art form. I don't believe I think we're miles away from magic being seen as an art by our audience, by participants. We do have the chance, magic has the chance to be seen as an art, and it's our responsibility, the magician performing the magic. The whole concept of magic as an art is up to the individual magician who's performing his trick. Improved half Flemish card. These are all different angle 0 GAF cards. Made it look so much better. A few cool tricks with jokers, cool name badges turn out to be signed playing cards. This one's really magic is beautiful. It's so beautiful, and it does stand the chance. Magic can be seen as an art. But we have to think, and GAFs in general, it's a slippery slope, and there's a fine line between being seen as a god or a dickhead. And on that fine line, guess what's on that fine line? Bouncing on the fine line, GAF playing cards. I made a bunch that wouldn't look out of place in your wallet, so this looks like a credit card. Without this way of thinking, I wouldn't have led myself and brought myself to this challenge to create the Black Magic Acolytes. Now I made this for me. I made the GAF deck for me so that I can have these GAFs so I can take them out and perform with them and share those moments with you. No more public releases, Charlie. This is how we make it sacred. This looks like a hotel key card, but they turn out to be the signed playing cards. There's a few others like a coffee loyalty card, old photo of your granddad. And I'm feeling like this because I pulled myself into the GAF world. I pulled myself into it, and I look around the GAF world and what do I see? A load of shit. So if you get to see what's in this deck and you like the look of it, Madison.ist. Charlie, I'm not angry with anybody other than myself. I'm a representative of magic. I take it on. I personally take it on as my responsibility. And when I look around and I see magicians ruining magic, I take it as my responsibility. If I don't do something about that, then I've failed myself. I've failed the Magic Manifesto. So if I see bad magic out there, bad performances, bad creations, people being offensive, not just to the Magic Manifesto, but to magic as an art. If I see anybody ruining the chances of magic being seen as an art, I'm gonna come after you and I'm gonna teach you whether you like it or not. There's a right and a wrong way of doing everything, and I'm not saying I know everything. I'm not saying I know the right way, but I know my way. I'm passionate about it. And for my own sake, let alone yours, let alone the magic industry, I gotta do something about it. Surprisingly, my favorite of all of these turned out to be the cigarette. So this would be a borrowed cigarette or your cigarette, and it turns out to be the signed playing card. I have an entire family behind me at the Malliance, Madison.ist, all working towards the same cause, the same purpose, the same idea, we stand a very strong chance of magic being seen and understood and respected as an art. If you don't know what the Magic Manifesto is, madison.yt/manifesto, I wrote these 9 rules that are so simple, so easy to live by, because they didn't exist. I couldn't find anything like this in my entire career in this industry, in this art, so I had to write it myself. Those are the rules. That is how we can stand a chance at making magic perceived, understood, and accepted as an art. And again, I'm not saying I'm right or wrong with the manifesto. I'm saying it didn't exist, so I had to create one, and I live by that, and so should you. Stay close to the Alliance, Madison.ist, and the Black Magic Acolytes will be with you soon. I'm Daniel Madison. See you next time.
That's not very good, is it?
Throughout my career, Gaff playing cards have played quite an important role in my creative process, especially when creating and helping magicians on design.